Hello everyone. So today's video is a bit different. Now, yesterday I was working on changing some things in Rollerball, and somehow I don't really quite understand how it happened, but somehow I started getting some errors in Unity's console. I can't show them because I didn't take any pictures or record anything that was going on, but I spent hours and even stayed up later than I normally do recently to try and fix it. Basically, the errors were just I couldn't import any models at all. Any models that I imported just would not work. Anything that I already had in the game would work, but it wasn't like showing things properly. They're just like, instead of showing the actual model, it just showed a blue box, which is just, it was weird, but I could still drag them, and it's still basically, everything looked different and there was errors, but it still worked fine and I could still play the game in the editor. So I started making the changes to the game anyway, thinking it wasn't really that big of a deal. I can fix some of that stuff later maybe, but then I did those changes. I made a completely new save system in the game, and it was going to be better to keep track of things and just better for the game. And I went to export the game so I could upload the newest version to Steam, and it just wouldn't export the game. There was almost 300 errors trying to export this game. Now, it didn't give me any error codes, unfortunately. It just said there are 300 errors trying to export, and I looked through some of the errors. Some of them would just go away. Some of them didn't mean much. But some of them I've never seen before, and I tried searching them on Google and everything, and nothing popped up. I tried asking some people for help, and no one really had anything to say. Someone tried to help me. They said delete this specific folder and it will rebuild, delete the library folder and it'll rebuild some things in Unity. And so I did that, and it did exactly that. It rebuilt some things in Unity, and a couple errors were fixed. The problem is there was other errors that were not fixed by that, and I copied my entire project folder and I pasted it into a backup folder, and so I still technically have the project folder, but we'll talk about that later. But the next thing I did was I just thought, you know what, I'll uninstall the editor and reinstall it. Maybe that'll fix some errors. And so I uninstalled the editor, reinstalled it, opened the project back up, and it was the same exact thing. It did absolutely nothing. So I uninstalled Unity Hub, uninstalled the editor, and then reinstalled Unity Hub, and then reinstalled the editor. Again, that didn't do anything when I opened the project. It was still exactly the same. And then I completely uninstalled everything about Unity through the Windows uninstall button, and that was partly a mistake, but technically it did fix all the errors. It fixed every single error that was there. The problem is it deleted all the projects that I had. Now, I didn't think that was a big deal at the time when it deleted all of the projects, because I copied and saved the folder for Rollerball in a backup folder, and all the other projects mean nothing because they've been there forever, they're just tiny things, or I've just abandoned them like months and months ago and I never was going to touch them again. But I just never delete things, so I didn't find it that thing. So I just took Rollerball's folder, I copied the backup, I copied it and then put it into Unity, and then I opened it, and I thought by doing that it would be just how I left it and all the errors would be fixed. Unfortunately, that's not how it quite worked. I opened it and half of the project kind of works. The levels are still built. The materials are still there. The render pipeline is broken, which I could have fixed. The problem is basically the scripts and the stuff to make the menus work and everything work got corrupted somehow, I guess, or every time I import it back into Unity, it just says this file is corrupted. It's just a white file, and it says it's there, but when I click on it, it just says this file may have gotten corrupted, and it won't do anything. And so nothing works in the game. All the models and everything is still there. All the levels are still built technically, but I would have to make all the systems all over again, put all the menus back together, and basically this project is kind of dead. This project is dead unless I can somehow get it to work without any errors or any problems or anything, which I don't think is going to happen. I just tried it for a few hours now in multiple different ways, but it's not working. So unfortunately, the rollerball project, the game project, is gone. There will be no more updates on it. Whatever the game was, the last version I uploaded it to Steam, that is basically the game now. There can be nothing new, for now at least, because the entire project's just gone. It's gone. It's somewhat corrupted. I thought by copying that, the backup file would be fine, but I guess not. And I don't really know what to say or do here. But yeah, the game is still gonna come out. I still had a completely playable, full playable version that worked. I just wanted to add more things and make it a bit better. But the game is going to be as it is. The last time I uploaded the game to Steam, luckily, was only a couple days ago. So not much has actually changed. But I did get the feedback that I implemented in the last video. Most of it got put into the Steam build, so it is a better version technically than it was, but it won't be the version I wanted it to be, and it won't be the best version it can be, but this is going to be the only version it can be now, because again, the file is gone, the project is gone, and I gotta move on. On other notes, I've been thinking about my channel a lot recently, and how I haven't really been knowing what to make or put on this channel and what to do with channels, or really any motivated to make videos for this channel recently. But I am going to change, and this channel is going to change, and I'm also going to have some other things going on besides this channel that I want to do, and this is in my head what I want to do and how it's going to happen, at least for right now. I have another channel that has been started. I'm not going to leave a link to it yet, because I want to leave a link to it if I actually do what I want to do with that channel. And once I get that channel up and going, it is up right now technically, you can find it, but I'm not going to tell you the name. But once I get a few videos going and I know I'm going to stick with that channel, I will tell you that channel on this channel. But on this channel, I'm going to focus mainly on games, on video games, playing them, maybe reviewing some, just anything to do with games basically is going to be on this channel. There's not going to be, most likely there's not going to be any more game development or game dev stuff on this channel. That is going to be for a completely different channel, because I want to do stuff for that channel differently than how I do stuff on this channel. So I want to have this channel be mainly about games. I'm not exactly sure what I mean by that. That's why I leave it at games for now, but we'll figure that out eventually. But the game development channel is going to exist, hopefully, and it's going to be a bit different. Now, the next thing, I want to live stream more, and so I'm going to start live streaming on Twitch. I've done it here and there recently. Well, maybe not recently, but I've done it here and there. I've live streamed on YouTube here and there, but YouTube live streaming kind of sucks. So if I live stream, it's going to be on Twitch, and I'll try to leave a link to my Twitch channel if you want to follow me on Twitch to see some live streams. But yeah, anyways, that is going to be it for this video for now. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you guys think about, well, everything in this video that I just said. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because you want to be subscribed. And I'll see you guys next time.